Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Fog's World. Today we're going to continue work on our little wither trap. Now, I've done some setup around here and I've made a few minor changes. Now the biggest change that I made has to do with our little pet here. This is not the same wither you saw in the previous episode. Oh no! Because in the previous episode, the wither we had there managed to snake a few of his little skulls through and hit this guy, and that was curtains for him. Well, I've managed to make a change here that seems to have done the trick. What I've done is, here, let me open this up. I think you can see it in here. Oh, well, we could have if I hadn't broken it. Dang it. Okay, well, eventually this will work. What I've done is I've placed an iron trap door in every other space here. So we have a top slab and an iron trapdoor and a top slab and so on. And that seems to have done the trick. It seems to have obscured the golem enough that this guy, he can see through there, but because his little skulls are coming from below, he can't quite snake it all the way up there. So that seems to have done the trick. So the next thing that I've done is I've done a little bit of prep work over here. This is where we're going to grow our trees, right here. And I've put down some pistons in the back. As you can see, I've made a couple of attempts to enclose this off and keep the mobs out. Obviously, I've got some more work to do there. This isn't quite sufficient. But this is enough for us to get going here. I need to get some materials. But as you can see, this guy, he has a really hard time getting it up through there. So I've been waiting quite a while to see if he'll snake one through. And as long as I don't log out in the area, we seem to be okay. If I log out here and then log back in, sometimes we can have a problem. Because as things are loading in, occasionally he'll manage to sneak one of those things right through a block or something. That's what it looks like. I put in here some more iron blocks and pumpkins and splash potions in case of emergency, in case I notice this guy's been hit. It is possible to replace him if I act quickly enough. But what we need to do now is we need to build our tree farm. So that is where we're going now. Give me some bones. Built the dropper. I should probably carry... Oh, I am carrying a milk. That's good. Oh, we need comparators and repeaters. This should be all we need for now. We'll come back and collect the rest later, of course. But for now, that should be enough. So let's go into the back here. We're going to start... by building out the actual tree farm part of this. Now, you'll notice we have a dropper here. Okay, this dropper contains our oak saplings. And what we're going to do is we're going to fix it so that whenever we plant a tree, it's going to detect that we've planted a sapling. And it's going to spit up a new sapling for us to carry. And then this guy is going to detect, we're going to turn this guy into a bud that's going to detect when a new sapling has been created. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's put you in here. Now, building materials, people. Building materials. What do I... Oh, I don't have my... I don't have my torches. I don't have any torches. Where did all my torches go? Alright, well, we don't need too many. We'll just make a couple here. If I need to, I've got wood. I can make more. Shouldn't need that many, though. Alright, I thought I had some up there. Obviously, I do not. The other thing I want to know is, do I build with these stone slabs, or do I build with these? I'm thinking I build with these for consistency's sake. And I don't think I need more than that right away. If I need more, I'll make more. So let's come back here. Put that there. And that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use slabs to pull a signal back across here. And we're going to use a block right there. Is that right? No. We're going to use a block right. Well, is it? Or is it above it? I want to say above it. Right there. I want to say it goes there. Let's double check this. I think this will work. There and there. And I want a repeater there because I want to delay this signal. Actually, I don't even need you. I can use you. I think I want to delay the signal because I want to make sure that any movement that goes on around here doesn't mess up. Oh no, this... No, that should work. Alright, let's see. If I put you here, you move. If I push you here again, you move again. Move again. Okay, next thing I have to do is I have to wire up this guy so that whenever this guy moves, he goes into eject mode because this guy's going to hold our bone meal. So what's going to happen is we're going to plant a sapling. This guy's going to eject a pile of bone meal. And when the tree grows, it's going to trigger these guys to eject or to extend. So let's see, we gotta have you there and you go there, right? And then that should do it. I don't think that I even need anything else back there. So let's go ahead and do this. Actually, I should have done it from here. Well, you know what? If I pull this back farther, it's farther than it needs to be. It'll make it bigger than it needs to be, but it'll create more room for us to grow leaves. So maybe I just do that. So let's go ahead and just do that. I need something to stand on so that I can get up there. Like this. Boop, boop, boop. So that I can do that. And then I just need to wire this up to one side. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put a block right there, and I'm going to put a torch on it. Is that what I want to do? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I need... a piston there. Okay, let's go look. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna go right there, and we'll put you back. I need a piston because this guy needs to fire on as a single pulse. I need him to not fire as... Yeah, we'll just move you down here for now. I need him to not fire as a sustained pulse. I need him to be just a single tick pulse. So that's what we're going to do here. Go around back here. It's going to be hard to get around this thing, I can tell already. And when he comes off of here... Is that how I want to do it? Yeah, I think I do. We're going to do this. We're going to come through here, I guess. It doesn't really matter which one we wire that pulse to, but I guess it's going to be this one. And he'll come there. Then we will pull a signal off of him, the redstone repeater, like this. And then we will put that signal up into here. Yeah, sure we will. Right there. Uh-huh. So let's do that. So let's give that a little test. Let me give myself a walkway around here. No, don't mind if I do. Thank you. Alright, so now if I trick this, that's going to fire. If I trip it again, it goes off. Trip it, and it fires. Alright, that means this is the planting side. And we need to invert a signal somewhere. This may be easier to do. We can't really go under. I'd love to go under for this. But we really can't because we've got bedrock beneath us. So I think, actually, maybe we're going to move this guy. Yeah, we're going to move him. We're going to put him over here. And the reason we're going to put him over here is so that I can pull a signal out of him elsewhere. So let's do that. This guy's going to go here. Pointing up. Thank you. Boop. And a boop. Nope. And boop. And so let's make sure this works. Those guys should fire if I trigger this. And they don't because this guy's pointing in the wrong direction, of course. So let's move him. That's okay. We will make this work, I promise. Come off of here instead. Just do this. Boom, 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 and boom. Alright. Now we got something. Okay, so now what we need is we need a circuit over here. We need a circuit off this guy that's going to eject, that's going to have this guy eject bone meal repeatedly. So let's take something off of here, bring it over this way, and let's do this. We need a comparator. This and that may not work because we may not have enough room, so we'll move it here. This should do it. And why are you ejected? You're ejected because I put something in there. Alright. Now we got it. So this is plant the tree mode, then the tree grows. And that should have ejected, and it didn't. Okay. So that means I've got to invert this. Which, had I bothered to think about it, I would definitely have known. Alright, we're going to lower it one. We are going to lower it. Let's put this there. Put this there. Put my comparator here in subtract mode. Flip you around to there. That should do what we need, right? So, plant the tree. Retract the tree, and we're good. Got it. Okay, so that's good. So now the next thing that we need is we need to hook this guy up so that we can get bone meal in there. I'll do that in a minute because I'm going to pretty much cover him up with stuff. And then what we need to do is we need to get this guy to eject a tree every time this guy comes back. So let's see. If I do this, I should be able to do this. So, plant the tree, Tree grows. I get another tree. Plant the tree. Tree grows. I get another tree. Perfect. Awesome. So that works. Alright, this guy's going to get covered up by stuff, so I don't need to worry about him too much, but I might want to do something to lower this. I don't know. I'd rather have a nice smooth floor here. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just putting carpet over these guys. Alright, so we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. Alright, I realized I have a little bit of a problem here. This guy, I need to keep stuff clear from him. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come in through here with this, which does make things a little tricky because of the way this is set up. So let's do this. I think I can make this work. Give me a repeater. I think I can do this. Yeah, that works. Okay, so if I plant a tree, harvest a tree, I get another one. That works. We may need to do even better, though. We may... Let's see, can I wire it back under there? I think I can. Okay, that's even better. So let's do this. Let's make sure that works. I'm not sure that worked, because that's not turning this on. So let's add another repeater. There we go. That should do it. No tree. Boom, we get a tree. Okay, that works. That works. And now we can get kind of fancy here. Let's go ahead and cover this stuff up with hoppers, because if we ever get a leaf, I would really like, or if we ever drop a sapling from our tree, I would really like a way to get the saplings back into here. So now as the saplings fall, they will work their way back into this dropper. And we'll go and build this out a bit more here in a minute. Okay, so that works. So let's go ahead and replace some of this stone. Now, next thing we need, though, this guy needs a detector. Boop. Make some more torches. Let's not. Let's do it this way. Oops. Hitting the wrong buttons. Hitting the wrong buttons. Typing too fast. Get you there and there. And you there. And you there. This right now is a block detector. When a block goes there, it's going to be moved. So what's going to happen is this piston's going to push some wood down. And as the wood hits here, it's going to push a string of wood over there. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. We need to do something similar for all these, but these are actually going to work more on a timer. What we're going to do is we're going to take a signal off of these guys. So when these guys push, they're going to pulse and they're going to knock leaves, or they're going to knock the wood over here. Eventually it's going to come under here. It's going to push that over, these down, and so on. So now, yeah. Let's do that. I'm going to... Yeah. So let's get up top so that we can wire all this stuff up at the top. By the way, this slab right there, that's to keep the trees from growing so high that they get branches. This will keep the trees growing exactly 5 blocks tall. Okay, so now it's going to get a little bit tricky. I'm going to go ahead and do a lot of this wiring off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll explain what I've done and why I've done it. Okay? So I'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back, and I think I've got the wiring completed, at least complete enough that we can test this thing. Let me put some more bone meal in there though, just because. This thing's going to chew up a lot of bone meal, I'll tell you right now. Okay, so what we have here, this is a bud switch. So when you plant the tree here, that fires this bud. That turns on this dispenser, which will dispense bone meal into the tree. The tree grows, and this row of pistons back here fires as soon as that bud detects that the sapling has turned into a tree. So as the sapling turns into a tree, these fire. They push a complete row forward to here. Now eventually this row will get pushed far enough forward that it'll reach this piston. This piston is on a timer, so that after these pistons fire and retract, this piston will fire over to here, and this piston will fire pushing that top block down one. Those blocks will eventually get pushed down to this piston here, which will push them straight into our, I guess, lumber mill. Okay, meanwhile, the bottom four will continue to push. Eventually, the bottom four reach this point. At this point, these pistons will fire on a timer so that the top two from here get pushed over to here, and then this double piston extender fires, pushing them down to here, and finally these two fire, pushing them forward to here. The bottom two keep getting pushed to here. Now lastly, this column of four that will make its way right to here. Eventually these get pushed forward to here, and once they're pushed forward to this point, then these pistons here will fire after these two have pushed. That pushes this row down one, and then finally these two pistons here will fire, pushing these two forward one. These two are just going to keep getting pushed forward by these and by those pistons back there. Now the distance between there and there is less than 12 blocks. Therefore, this guy will always be able to push the pistons directly in front, or the blocks directly in front of him, into the lumber mill, where our friendly neighborhood wither will beat them to a pulp, and we will be able to collect them here. So what do you say, guys? Is it time to give this a try? I think it is. But there is one more thing I want to do to this before we do. And what I wanted to do was add a couple more pistons here and a bunch of hoppers. And the purpose of those will be to break a bunch of leaves and hopefully get us a few more saplings and collect saplings so that we don't run out of saplings quite as quickly in this machine. So give me a minute, I'll do that, and then I'll be right back. This will be a place for me to put bone meal eventually. Right there. And we should be ready to go. Let's see what we got. So, plant a tree, it grows, and it pushes it. Let's do that a couple more times. Alright, let's make sure that piston over there fired the way it should have. And there you go. You see how it pushed that down? So eventually that'll get pushed to here. You can see that that clears out the saplings, and we get another sapling each time. Alright, let's look over here. One more, and then this guy should come all the way over to here. Yep. See that? This guy got pushed over and down and right to here. And now next up, this guy should get pushed down into there and start getting fed into the lumber mill. How are we doing on... Oh, we got plenty. Okay. Yep. That worked perfectly. Let's go again. Oh, we dropped a sapling. Cool. That I can't collect. The next time it went through, this piston would have pushed it into the hopper, so it's not a big deal. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, this guy's working perfectly over here. Oh, who's making noise? Why are you making noise? Okay. Every now and then that's gonna happen. This guy will accidentally trip when he shouldn't. That happens. Alright, so far he hasn't hit any of our lumber yet, but that won't take long. We're almost there. Yep, there we go. We've begun harvesting wood. As it chews through our bone meal. Come on. Let's go. Fire already! Come on, man. Grow, you little tree. Grow. There we go. You'll see this guy's going to get pushed into this hopper, so... Oh, actually he didn't. I take it back. Okay, then. But either way, this guy's working great. How come you're not breaking that? Why aren't you breaking those? You should be breaking those. That I don't understand. Maybe it's a ghost block. Maybe it isn't a ghost block. Why aren't you breaking those? Oh, great. I almost got withered. That ain't right. Well, I never. Oh, there he goes. Finally broke one. Alright, guys. I've done a little bit more prettying up. And I think we're pretty much done at this point. So let's go ahead and grow a couple more trees and then we'll call it good. I know we've gone a little long this episode. So as you can see, this guy's going to fire. Everything seems to push in there just fine. This guy does seem to have a difficult time breaking those every now and then, which I find a little odd. Eventually he'll get one in the right place and it'll break them, but it does seem to take him a little while. I'm not really sure why. So every now and then I reach in and I'll give it a little bit of a help. I don't know, maybe the wood there is just a little too close to him. I don't know. It might be a proximity thing. I don't know. It's very strange. Anyway, it does work, and if I'm patient enough, he will eventually break all those blocks. But that's what we've got for now. Anyway, I am out of time, guys. So for now, I think we're going to just call this an end of an episode. And as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a like. Helps me know you liked it, and helps other people find my videos. And I will talk to you all again next week, guys. See you later.